cat watercolor painting, and I forgot to grab my watercolor palette, so I have that here now. And this is the sketch. I already erased some of it so that it will be easier to paint. And this is the palette, very, very, very worn out, as you can see. And let's get this thing rolling. I have my watercolor brush, my palette over to the side, leaning on my diorama that I made of Tangled. If you want to see that, go to my channel, and let's get started. So I'm not sure what kind of cat I want to make. That I did not think of before, so I might just start with some browns, maybe. So we're just gonna get the red that was on this brush before out, because I don't wash it, apparently. I'm not sure how well the audio is, so yeah. We will first grab some color, and then maybe like go a long layer. I might do like an orange kind of cat, maybe. And I do have practice with watercolor. I'm not like the best in the world, but I'm not the worst, so that will probably jinx me and make this turn out really bad, and if it does, I will throw it away and forget about it. Block it out from my memory. Because that's what you do when you don't really like something. Or at least what I do. Well, all my watercolor palette is gone. It's disintegrated. It is dead. Just kidding. It's still alive and with us, happy and joyful and watercolor paletting and living. It's living for this because it loves being dropped on the ground 24/7. So yeah. So we're just gonna continue with this, shall we? We shall. Okay, so I'm gonna start with some like lighter shades, and since there is still some pink, I'm gonna add it to like the cheek area, and I have a feeling this will not turn out good. I can already tell this will be one of my worst. And to show my past ones showing that I am not the best but not the worst, I do have some evidence on my desk if I can get it, but I don't think I will be able to get it because right now I'm doing this project with these and they're drying, so I don't know if I will be able to reach them, and I am able to reach them because they're buried on my desk. Let's go. So we have a little Sabrina Carpenter cover because she's cute and we love. So this is one of the cats I've made. And this is my favorite. So I have some practice. They're not good practice. They're not the best, but if this turns out horribly, no, it's my fault, but it's not all my fault. It's the universe's fault, you know? Because we love not taking responsibility for things. So we are just gonna try to maybe start on the eyes, it's looking really bad, but I just started, so we kind of gotta trust the process a little bit. I think part of it is I didn't come in with a game plan. I kind of just put colors on colors. I don't know what color cat I want to do. I think it's looking to be an orange cat, which I don't look at a lot of them because I have a gray cat. So we don't really know the colors and where they are really on the page that much. But maybe we can make an inspired by orange cat, an artistic orange cat, an orange cat that doesn't look like an orange cat, but it's still an orange cat, you know? So yeah. How are the 14 people watching today? How's your guys' day so far? Hi, how's it going? And maybe Jesus will bless this drawing and help it turn out semi-decent. I actually used to go to church when I was younger, but then I didn't really go anymore. Oh, I feel like Costa Rica is so pretty. And hello. Hi from California. And thank you. Here, oh, this is the progress on the cat so far. As you can see, she's kind of coming along. Not the best coming along, but it's not the worst coming along that I have experienced so far. This might be like, I do have a cat, but I might have a picture of her on the top of my desk because I have some pictures of me and my friends, so on the top of my desk area, so I'll peel one off because at the angle, I don't think I'll really be able to bring her good enough in without showing really a lot, so that's her sleeping. I have a better picture here. I'll grab. That's taking off like all my other pictures, so we're not gonna do that. And I'll put my picture back. Okay, yeah. So that's my cat. Her name's Tigerlilly. I've had her for about 9 years. And she is the best kitty I could have ever asked for. When she was a kitten, she would try to eat me. And I couldn't sleep in my bed for a long time because she would try to murder me. Do you have any cats? Or pets, for that matter? Because I have a dog, like 9 fish. There's 2 baby fish that just were born, which is really cool. And I have a frog, an aquatic frog. Not really one of the ones that like are like hopping and stuff. Like one of those small aquatic ones. Oh, that's a lot of animals. I love their names too. I especially love your cat's name. It reminds me of the movie Luca, which is one of my favorite Disney movies, and I love. A fact about me, I go to Disney a lot, and I love Disney. But yeah, I love your animals' names. They are adorable. One of my first frogs that I had, we named him Half-Blood after like Harry Potter, because usually frogs like can go in the water and are on land, which kind of relates to Harry Potter in a way, because they are both Muggle and wizard, which is cool. So basically my frog, it's in the same tank as my fish. So because he's like a tiny frog, he's like that big. And I just feed him. It's like kind of the same for taking care of my fish, because they're in the same tank. I just make sure the tank is clean, and then I have a filter in there and water, obviously. And I have this specific frog food. I put in my fish food, then I put in my frog food, and then I just let them live their life. And so far, he's alive. So that's great. Okay, I might start working on the mouth, like the nose kind of area now. I have not been posting a lot on my channel. I really should, because I feel like it would be better that I do. Yes, I am American. I live in California. And I've lived there my whole life. But when I am one day planning to move to Florida. So this is the cat so far. We are looking pretty decent in the tone range. I think we're going for like a more mystical, magical, moonbeam kind of cat. I'm just adding more color to the nose. So this is more of what the nose is looking like now. We're just gonna add the little mouth. Okay. I think I have like the mouth and nose kind of set. I'm not quite sure what like color or so I'm gonna do for the eyes. And if you have any ideas, please comment below. And I might do that. I'm just adding more color to the ears right now because I kind of need to work on that a little bit more. Because right now, the only really colors are orange and pink, as you can see. So I definitely need to add more brown to make it actually look more like real cat colors. So we're just gonna add more of that to specifically the ears, because I think it doesn't really show much of the ear depth. That doesn't make sense, but it kind of does if you really think about it. I'm gonna put it more over here so that like the camera can see better. Make the face more symmetrical, because it doesn't look that symmetrical really. It kind of looks off. Like, I feel like maybe it's the eyes. I think one eye is bigger than the other eye. So I will try and fix that. Maybe make it like a little bit like that. I feel like I'm genuinely just making it worse at this point. So we're just gonna dab that off a little bit. At the same time that I love art, I hate it because especially eyes. Like, I don't do a lot of people because I'm not good at doing people. I usually just do animals because, for one, it is way simpler. For two, it is way simpler. For three, it is way simpler. It's just overall a lot simpler. And now I feel like I really messed it up. So we're just gonna add some water on there so I can kind of like dab it off with my paper towel, because water melts watercolor. And then you can kind of dab it off. Little tip, if you mess up, just like add a lot of water and then use a paper towel to kind of dab it off. See, it's better now, a little bit. It does look a little bit more symmetrical now, I think, from the brown I added. So we're still gonna continue adding depth, but in a different kind of color in different areas. And then I go straight back to the eyes. Why did I just gotta stick to my word at this point. I think now I should do the eyes. I'm thinking maybe a blue. I don't know how well that's going to look together, but I feel like it could end up looking semi-decent. I gotta remember what my cat's eyes look like so I can kind of base it off of that, because I've not drawn in a long time. I've been really focusing on making like dioramas, and I'm actually continue sewing my quilt, which has been a long time coming. I started it, I'd say maybe 2 years ago. Let's go outside. I hate eyes. Like, this doesn't look right. Okay, okay, it looks semi better now. I feel like I'm going to die here on this eye because I hate drawing eyes, even if it is animals, even if it is cats, my favorite animal, but it just is what it is. trying to make it more like softer because I wanna. I'm gonna actually use my pencil now because I think I want to sketch out where I want the eye. I think I like that a little bit. So I will add more water to kind of get rid of this blue where I need it to be. Okay, there we go. Now I can add more blue to where I sketched it in to be. And see if that helps the tiniest bit. Okay, I do think that helped. I truly do think that helped a little bit. So we are just going to add more white. So that just, and later on I will be using color pencils to make him look a little bit less demon. And a little bit more like cute little kitty baby. Try it again. Okay. Today is just not my luck because I've dropped my watercolor palette not once, but twice. So I'm going to pick that up really quick and I will be back. Okay, let's see if it survived. It did survive. Crazy coincidence, right? Maybe luck is just on my side today. And I don't know if it is. Okay, better angle now. Where's my watercolor brush? Found it. I feel like, oh my god, I hate this position of the watercolor. So I'm gonna move this back over here, and then it is easier for me, and it's easier for you guys to see, I think. But it doesn't look as good as it did before without pupils. Okay. We will just start. Uh-oh. I don't think I got to the paper towel in time. I think he will be blind forever. Because I don't think I will be able to make this look good. And I think I did foreshadow it in the beginning. And now it is not looking that fresh, fun, and dandy as I wanted it to be. But we proceed. Okay, I like that area for the blue. So I will add a little bit blue to the sides because I don't think I want to go that vivid. But still color payoff, you know? We're gonna go like that, and then I'm gonna lighten up this side a little bit in the middle. So it's matching the other side. And then we're gonna add a little bit more blue to this side. Cute. Fresh and fun and dandy. Now to make the face look semi-decent again. So we're just gonna add more brown, I think. Deepen up the areas I want to deepen up. And for my first time drawing a cat in like, probably say like, when was the end? like 2 months. Not half bad so far. Not half bad at all. The last cat I drew was a jaguar for a project that I needed to do. We're gonna just add more shadowing on this side because I feel like it's at a weird angle that I drew it in. That. I hate this. Why does this look so bad? Oh. I might just scrap it at this point. Genuinely, why? Why did I do this? Why did I, like, 30 minutes ago, like, let's draw a cat. I'm doing nothing. I'm bored. And why don't I live it? Because I haven't posted anything on my channel in a long time. Let's do it because why not? This is why not. Because it looks wretched and I should have known that and I should have never done this and I should have given up on all things in life and yeah, I don't know. Rant over. Let's just add black in random spots to maybe savor it. Maybe. Take that with a grain of salt. Maybe. It looks horrible. I can't do this today. Can someone explain to me why this looks so bad? Why? Why? I need help. I need help here. Thank you. But I feel like this might be one of my worst things I've done. Earlier in the stream, I think when no one was on it because it was just starting. So I showed my credentials. I don't have any credentials, but I can do better than that. So I will show that now too, because now there are 4 more people than there were before. Oh yeah. This was the last cat I did, who was a jaguar. This is my favorite one I've done because I am obsessed with Disney and I just love Disney so much. At this point, I'm so far in that I think I might scrap it. I might scrap it. I don't know. I might do something else. But the thing is with that, what do I do? Does anyone in the live stream know what else I should draw? Because I want to continue, if I can speak, I want to continue the live stream. It's just, I don't know what to do. And if anyone has ideas for future content, because I am running out of ideas because I haven't posted anything in a long time, and I forgot about this. I was making this like pop socket thing for my phone, and then I made that. Which is cool. But, yeah. I don't know. My friend did want me to make him a diorama, which I could start on stream here. Live. I might do that. I might just randomly add some random things here just to see if I can save it. No, it's not saved. Goodbye. It's not my favorite thing. It's not bad, don't get me wrong. Just not my favorite. And if I don't like how it looks in the middle of the process, I will scrap it, and I will kill it, and I will murder it. And I will never look back. Except once I did look back, and I finished it, and it looked good. But we don't talk about that time, and we don't talk about that. So we're done with that. Now I will plug in my hot glue gun. And I might start something new. I'm so excited because I'm also almost done with the quilt I was making, and which is very exciting for me. Because I've been working on it for 2 years of my life that I'll never get back, off and on. My hot glue gun is plugged in. I will be back. I gotta get popsicle sticks. Okay, I got the goods. He found this actually when we were at this like baseball field near his house. So he wanted me to make something for him that was with that. So he gave it to me. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Now, let's see if my hot glue gun is on. It is. So I'm going to grab my scissors and start cutting out kind of what the thing will be like. I'm thinking of maybe doing it out of cardboard instead. Would that be better? Because cardboard could make it look a little bit more creepier. But I'm not sure. I think I am gonna do cardboard. So we're gonna switch up the plan. I have this random stash of cardboard next to my desk because who doesn't? Because there's a hole where, like, in between my wall and my desk that I keep cardboard in, because why not? You never know when you need a good supply of cardboard, right? Yeah. Okay, so we have my cardboard piece. Oh, and my credentials for making dioramas is I have this one that I made recently. It's the Rapunzel house. That's the side of it, so you can kind of see it front, but I'm not going to move my phone. And then let me grab another one that I've done. This is another. Oops. I made this out of cardboard. It's a little broken. And then I made this out of popsicle sticks. Whoa. Can't really see that, can ya? Yeah, there we go. But don't get me wrong, I do have my fails like every other time, and this is one of those every other time. But I think this will turn out great. Don't get me wrong, I have faith. And then I'm gonna make the wall about that, and then the floor about that big. Maybe? Is that a little short, do you think? Is that too short for a floor? Maybe. I think it could be, yeah. So let me make a new thing. Okay. And I'm thinking the floor maybe should be about that big then. I feel like then it's a little too long. I feel like you can't really see anything because it's like so close to my light. So there. Okay. I think I'm gonna shorten this up a little bit. Just a smidge. And then boom. I think that's good enough for me. For me for now. And then I'm just going to mark with my pencil where I want it to go. How I want it to go down. And then I'm gonna mark the other side. Okay, so then I'm going to cut on that line. You can faintly see the line. I don't want to make it that dark. In case I don't all the way cut on it really good. Okay, we got two edges now. And only this one turned out good. So we will have to recut, I think. But that means I have to cut a whole new piece of cardboard. Yay! That's so great. Or I could just like back it up a little bit. I'm not used to doing this on live, so don't be like, oh, that's horrible at filming. Because I am horrible at filming. I'm just used to it at this point. Okay, so first we glue the edges down. we have one wall down. And then we are gonna do the other wall now. Okay, well, this didn't turn out well. I will have to cut it down a tiny bit because it clearly does not really fit. So that's not good. And so we will cut it down a little tiny bit, a little smidge. So it does fit and it still doesn't fit. How are you this voluptuous, ma'am? Okay, maybe this will fit. Snug as a bug in a rug. Beautiful fit. Okay, so what we will do is we are going to lay some hot glue foundation here. And we will lay this in here. If you know anything about my diorama builds, you would know that really the main three things I use are hot glue, cardboard, and popsicle sticks. Those are my pride and joys. They are my babies. They are my love of the lives. They are my beauties. Okay, there we go. We have the base done. Beautiful. And then if you weren't here when I was explaining, this is what I'm using to put on the wall. We found it. I found it. Well, my friend found it, and he wanted me to make a diorama for him using it. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to wither up the background. I'm going to make it checkered floor. You know, the base sturdiness effect. And go from there. What I'm going to do is grab some paper. Okay, now do I want cardstock or watercolor paper? Guys, should I do cardstock or watercolor paper? I might go with cardstock. I'll be back. I switched it up. I'm going canvas paper. Boom. Because you know what? If I use paint, then I can use that. Actually, no, I'm going watercolor paper. Bam. I got my watercolor paper palette, and we're looking good. We're looking fun, dandy, and fresh. Okay, so that's gonna go on the back side ground. Yeah. So first we're gonna do the sides. And then we're just gonna do that. And then we're gonna do same thing on this side. Yes, stunning, beauty. Okay, now we have it. I don't think you can see that, but you can kind of see this paint line. Ish. We're just going to cut it. And it's okay if it's a little bit less, but it can't be a little bit more. I'm gonna actually make you guys taller so you can see more stuff that I do. Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna do the same thing on this side. We're gonna cut it out. Boom. Bam. Great. And then we are going to do what I did on that side to this side. You know, the normal. kind of along that lines. I can't believe that I just finished a new project and then I'm starting a new one. That's great for me. That's great that I no longer have any desk space. That's great, isn't it? Isn't that so great? Wow. I never have any desk space because I'm always doing something new, so. Whoa. My hands are starting to get so, like, shaky and weak, I can't. I can't do anything nowadays, can I? Okay, and now we're just gonna size it. Down a little bit. But now it is still too short. That is a problem, but we can make it into the floor. Because it is not too short to be in a floor. Boom. Okay, so we do need more watercolor paper because clearly I'm not doing it good enough. So I'm going to just quickly cut out another block of it. Just, you know, the normal amount. And then we are going to put it in there. Like, crease it so that, whoa. It's like that. And then we're gonna crease it up there. Boom. We have the right size square for once. We are going to cut it. And then we will cut it again. And then hopefully it doesn't fit perfectly, but it's okay because we all make mistakes. I just don't think today is my day. I genuinely don't think today is my day. But today, we have a maybe bit of work done. So, you know what? I'm fine with that. So we are going to hot glue it in. And then we will place it in there. And we will hot glue this one in. Hot glue is my best friend right now. I love my best friend. Perfect, beautiful fit. And then we have one more side. And you know what? It's okay if it doesn't fit perfectly, because we're going for like an abandoned look. We're going for a non-kept up place. So maybe this will be good for us. And now I'm gonna grab another hot glue stick because one ain't gonna do it. And we're gonna put that in, and then we're gonna fill in the gaps very nicely and smoothly. And I don't quite know what color I'm going to paint the wall. I like hate doing this while doing it. I don't know. I love making dioramas, but sometimes I just can't do it. And today is one of those days. today is one of those very impatient days that I have where I'm just not doing good. I am thinking of filling in and I will do the ground with popsicle sticks. So that doesn't really make quite a lot of sense because it is gonna be kind of a checkered pattern. So I don't think I will. So I think I just got all these popsicle sticks for absolutely no reason, yay. But I will start making the checker pattern. I am gonna go off screen a little bit so I can do that. Also, little life update. I'm going on a Disney cruise soon. Well, not soon, but for New Year's. Okay, checker pattern, check. And I think I am going to use my paint markers for this project, or at least part of the project. Actually, I might use my gouache, now that I think about it. I'm giving this to someone, so I kind of do need it to be good. Because a lot of the time I can just be like, oh, it's fine. It's fine if it's not that good. It's fine if it looks kind of weird. Because it's really just for me. But now, I'm giving it to someone. So I kind of need it to be semi-decent. So I am going to grab my gouache. Yay! Yay for me. And I am going to start painting it. I'm going to grab, you know what, I really don't want to do this. I'm not feeling it. I can't today. It's just not the vibe today. It's not the vibe today. So I might just save this project for another day. Yeah. And unless I have another idea what to do it with, I can do it with paint markers, but I really don't want to do that right now. So let's see here. I'm gonna see what this looks like in here. I might just attach that to the back, add some like rocks to it, you know, the norm, and kind of just make it a vibe. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. But that's a project for off camera, I think. So thanks to my 0 people that are watching right now. I really appreciate it. Bye.